Hey you guys, welcome. It's a big day. We have winter games to celebrate. We have a big game today, and it's also the beginning of our President's Day sale for Wellisair. So a lot of you have been DMing me waiting for that big sale on Wellisair. It is starting now. It's good for 1 week only. This is some of our lowest price ever on Wellisair. So you can go to wellisair.com and pick up these amazing Wellisair units for, these are our Black Friday prices. It does not get any lower than this. So it's only $2.99 for 1 unit, but if you get 2 units, that price goes down to $2.75. And if you get 3 units, that price goes down to $2.49. So amazing. Hello there, Nancy. So I wanted to share that big sale with you, but maybe more importantly, I am making Bruce's favorite onion dip because, you know, these are the weekends when we're celebrating with family. So if you've got President's Day plans coming up, or if you're watching Big Game today, we are making, I think, my very famous onion dip. And this is what we are celebrating today, because one of Bruce's favorite dips when he was a kid, and all of us who grew up in the 70s, was that dip that our moms made with the Lipton onion soup mix. Well, I fancied it up a bit, so I'm going to show you how I did it here. My onions are just finishing. Look at these beauties. This is how you make the onion dip mix with no Lipton's onion soup mix. I mean, if you like that powder, really go for it. But this is, look how gorgeous this is. So when we talk about caramelizing the onions, we really want to get them this deep in the caramelization. So what I'm going to do, I wanted to show you how deep I got it. I cut these on a mandolin. This is 3 or 4 onions. And I used very little oil. So you have to make sure that you don't put too much oil. I don't like to use butter. There's enough fat happening with what I'm about to put in this. So I use very little oil. Use a high heat oil like avocado oil or peanut oil, something that handles high heat. And then just let them cook down. Don't rustle them too much. I let them sit on the pan in that, I started at about medium high, and then I let them sit until they really start to brown. If you're in there stirring, that's a different type of onion that you're doing. Deep caramelization. It's going to take you between 35-40 minutes, and just keep riding that heat. If you want to leave them on low for longer, that will do it, but just let them sit and don't salt them, because salting, again, is going to bring out the moisture, and we want these to get caramely. Hi, Jill. Okay, so the other thing that I'm going to do now, super hard, I'm just going to chop them a bit on my cutting board, because I just want to make sure that that we don't get those long strings. I cut these on a mandolin, so they're very thin. Oh my God, they look amazing. And they cook down a lot, but that's where you get all of your good flavor. Don't be afraid of getting them a really deep color. It's going to give your dip more intensity. So all I'm doing here is just chopping my mound of onions. You only have to have patience to make this recipe. Patience to chop the onions, and then patience to cook them down like this. I see my Wellisair, the VOC meter is on blue, so that means that my air is nice and clean indoors. Sometimes when I cook, I'll see it go to orange or red because it detects VOCs in the air, which can happen from off-gassing from your furniture. It can happen from benzene that comes in through your garage. It can happen from off-gassing from your carpet or your paint, but it's really a great way to keep your indoor air clean. And if you've been thinking about it and you have been wanting to jump in with Wellisair, but maybe it was a little too expensive, this is our lowest price. We don't go lower than this. So this is our Black Friday pricing. It is only $2.99 per unit. If you buy 2, it goes down to $2.75 per unit, and if you buy 3, it goes down to $2.49. So again, go to wellisair.com. You don't need a promo code. But this is only good for a week. So jump in and get that happening. Stephanie, love your cooking shows. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for watching. So that's all I have to do here with my onions. I'm going to put them into a bowl here. I like full fat sour cream, maybe like 3 or 4 parts sour cream and a little bit of mayonnaise, 1 part mayo. Some people like to use cream cheese. If you like that thicker structure in your dip, feel free to add a brick of cream cheese. It's gonna be funny to say, I just don't need it that much more decadent than it already is, but that's kind of how I feel. So here are my gorgeous onions. Now I'm going to salt the onions. So my good salt, of course. And I'm just stirring these a bit to cool them down. This is so fast. Lisa said, I love my Wellisair and your cooking. Well, Linda, thank you. And it's a good day to be here. Susan said, you brighten up my day. Well, that's so nice. You guys brighten up my day too. Okay, there's my salt. And again, I waited until the end to salt the onions. What kind of mayonnaise do you recommend? You know, whatever kind you like. I started using veganese because of my kids and because I'm not great with eggs. I have kind of an intolerance to eggs. So that's why I started using veganese. I use the soy-free one and I like the taste of it. So this one is called Follow Your Heart. It is soy-free veganese. Is it the healthiest thing? No, it's, you know, not got great oils in it, but when you need mayo and I can't eat eggs, that's what I go for. Okay, so again, 3 or 4 onions. Here is, they're cooked down like this. Full fat sour cream. It was really easy for our moms to make that onion dip because all it had was that onion soup packet and sour cream. Was there cream cheese in that one too? I can't remember. So if you're using cream cheese, these onions being kind of warm will soften up that cream cheese, but you want it to be soft. Are you guys cream cheese people? Ciao, Belle. I love your cooking shows, Caroline. Will we see you in any other new project? I miss you in the beauty skincare world as well. You know, I right now I'm in Wellisair and I'm cooking, and of course I always have new and exciting things coming up for you. So some new and exciting things in the Wellisair line extension category that I think you guys will love. Nancy said no cream cheese because she's basically my sister. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of mayo. I don't know that this is going to need the second sour cream. If I wanted to stretch it, I certainly could. Oh my God, this looks amazing. Now, a little bit of Worcestershire. That is it. What brand of mayo is that? This is a veganese. It's called Follow Your Heart and it's soy-free. Okay, which chips do you like? I'm gonna use these crinkle cut. They're salt and pepper. This is Kettle. I like how sturdy the chip is on this, so I'm just gonna show you here. That's it. Forget it, you won. If you make this dip, you are the gold medal. You won the Super Bowl. You became President of the United States. This is the best thing. That is so good. That's ridiculously good. Maggie, when will the Wellisair help with any hidden mold in the air? I'm glad you asked that. Yes, Wellisair kills mold spores and mycotoxins in the air before they have a chance to colonize and harm your family. If you have mold, we always recommend you get professional remediation because it's so serious and it can have such deleterious effects on the health of your family. So we always recommend professional mold remediation, but this is what you use to keep that mold away. So the mold that you can't see or smell yet, it's in the air. The hydroxyl generator in this little Wellisair machine goes out into the air and it kills mold and VOCs on a molecular level. So that's something that your HEPA filter can't do. HEPA can't catch particles that are that small. Wellisair actually kills them on a molecular level. So that's why it's the only product of its kind. Up to this point, there have only been professional mold remediation and smoke remediation machines that use hydroxyl technology, but this is the first one that is available as a home unit that is safe to use indoors with your family, and that's why we're so excited to have this amazing development. And as many of you know, we had issues with mold in our family, so I'm so grateful that we have this unit. And so many of you, when you buy Wellisair, you come back and you get a second one, or you get a third one, and then you buy it for your children, or you buy it for your family. If somebody has a baby coming up, it's really the perfect gift for the baby. Anyone who is immunocompromised needs this even more, but we all need safe, clean air. So go to wellisair.com, get the lowest price that we have on these units. I hope your team wins. I hope you enjoy the big game. That is the onion dip recipe. Jacqueline said her son is moving into a dorm and I'm going to buy one for him. I'm telling you, that is the best thing that you can give him going off to school. Wellisair really makes your indoor feel clean. I think it cleans out viruses too. Thank you. It seems like it would be perfect for chronic Lyme disease. When Violet had mold, she also had Lyme, and those two often go hand in hand. You guys, make your dip. And I can't wait to feed this to Bruce. And Dana says I have too. I will be back tomorrow night. I'm shooting another recipe tomorrow at some point. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a great day. I hope your team wins.